gentlemen, and welcome once again to the CD Racoola Show. Today's show sees me taking a look at the 2004 horror/comedy film, Shaun of the Dead. Before we chop the head off of this episode and send blood and guts spewing from every orifice imaginable, could you guys be little sweetie peaties out there and hit that subscribe button? I could just eat you. I mean, kiss you. If you would hit it, go ahead now. So, this 2004 Shaun of the Dead film was meant to spoof on all those zombie films out there. And we all know that zombie movies have been done and redone in a million different ways. But this film just gets it. For those of you out there saying this isn't true horror, well, you may be right in a way, but here's the deal, and let me speak frankly with you peasants out there in YouTube land. Movies in general are meant to entertain you, and I just can't bring myself to not watch a fantastic movie like Shaun of the Dead just because it is horror/comedy and doesn't fit into some perfect box or category of a true blue horror film. Like, hey, this isn't The Conjuring or The Exorcist, but darn if it isn't a fun ride anyway. This film is directed by Edgar Wright. It is part of what they call the Three Flavors Cornetto Trilogy, which along with this Shaun of the Dead film includes the film Hot Fuzz in 2007 and The World's End in 2013. I, of course, am super biased, but I do think the Shaun of the Dead film takes the prize as the best film of the trilogy, even though each of those films does have a little something, and something that I enjoy, rather. Maybe that I enjoy watching Simon Pegg, because he stars in all three, including starring as the unlikely hero Shaun of the zombie apocalypse. I also like Simon Pegg in the movie A Fantastic Fear of Everything. I don't know if you guys watch that out there. He's been in loads and loads of great stuff, and even had a cameo in the movie Land of the Dead, along with the director of this film, Edgar Wright, both playing zombies, of course, chained in a photo booth. Pretty awesome little Easter egg there for you guys. Oh, and Land of the Dead, remember that film. Shaun of the Dead, however, is a true underdog story about a guy down on his luck and his moocher friend who like to get drunk and play video games. I don't see anything wrong with getting drunk and playing video games, but whatever, lots of people do, not this guy though. Anyway, so a zombie apocalypse goes down, and he goes to save his girlfriend who had broken up with him earlier that day. I don't get that part, but whatever. One of the things that I think is really funny and cool about this film is all the early signs of a zombie apocalypse going on around them that they're oblivious to, and it takes them a while to really realize what's going on. It brings me to this question for you guys out there in YouTube land. Like, how long would it really take for you to figure out that, yes, we're in a zombie apocalypse? I mean, I only go out at night, but I see a lot of interesting people. I use that word pretty casually, interesting, but they could easily be zombies. I mean, most people run from me anyway, but I do feel like if you work from home or something, it may take you a while before you actually realize, hey, Maybe there is something to all these warnings I keep reading about, or a scene reported on the news, or maybe a zombie just breaks down your door. This film really is funny, though. The first real zombie they meet, and they're just throwing records at the creature like Chinese stars or something. It's truly awesome. Worth a watch, just that part. The ending part may be the best, though, and beware, spoilers are coming here. So that's fair warning to you guys out there in YouTube land. The ending sees Shaun's best slacker buddy, Ed, and him getting stuck in the Winchester bar that is overrun by zombies. And Ed himself sacrifices himself and is bitten by the zombies. Then at the end of the film, Ed is chained in the shed, and he and Shaun play video games together, just like the old times, you know. I mean, the stench of Ed's rotting carcass would have been too much for Shaun to bear to sit in the cramped shed and play video games. In a real-life setting, I know what dead carcasses smell like. But whatever, I'm not going to nitpick this film to death. It was still a lot of fun. Oh, by the way, Ed was played by Nick Frost, who was also in Hot Fuzz, as well as The World's End. And he plays in a lot of films with Simon Pegg. It's kind of like the Adam Sandler, Rob Schneider situation, you know, The Leech or whatever. Just kidding, Nick, just kidding. All in all, there was a lot of complicated things going on, or not a lot of complicated things going on in this film. I just straight up liked it. I really did. And no, it wasn't scary. And the old scarometer will certainly attest to that. But for a horror film, it did make a 600-year-old vampire chuckle a few times. It actually made me giggle like a schoolgirl. And that's all that matters. I would absolutely love to see a Shaun of the Dead 2 movie, but Simon Pegg has said, we don't need a Shaun of the Dead 2 film. Well, Simon, we do need one. I need one, in fact. It would make my long life complete, so to speak. In closing here, I would like to thank you for joining me here on this episode of the CD Racoola Show. And if you could take your dead, rotted index finger and hit that subscribe button, I would be much in debt unto you. Please join me in the next episode of the show when I simply have a conversation. You know I love to hear myself talk about werewolves. Those stinking mutts! So till next time, my little blood bags out there in YouTube land, if you ever find yourself in a zombie apocalypse, the unlikely hero may just be that useless neighbor next door. So maybe buy him a six-pack and sit down to play a video game or two with him, because it very well might save your life. Ta-ta, my dears. Ta-ta.